Good evening and welcome to Transformers the Show, episode 288. Thank you for joining us tonight. We have some wonderful guests with us tonight. We have comic book artist extraordinaire, Mr. David Cousens. Thank you for joining us, David.
You're quite welcome. It's lovely to be here.
Oh, thank you very much.
As always.
Well, speaking of always being here, we also are joined by Prime Time Moff. How are we doing, Moff?
I'm very well. Thanks for having me.
And these two lovely gentlemen are helping us to fill the gap left by Mr. Farrelly, who's not here this week because he's gone off on a family holiday, have a normal life. What's that about, eh? But we know he'll be watching wherever he is, so I hope you're having fun wherever you are, Paul. I'm also joined by my always here host, Pete. How are you doing?
I'm very well, sir. Thank you very much. How are you?
I'm good, I'm much less snotty than last week. Fought through last week like heroes do. I don't like to talk about it too much, but you just fight your way through.
Yeah, you were a true hero.
Sounded a little bit Donald Trump-esque then. Don't like to talk about it. Making the show great again. It's at this point, as we're about to carry on, that I should mention everything that we're doing tonight while I sneakily try and get my news information up that I completely forgot to get ready before we started the show. So tonight we will be doing all of our regulars. So we have our news, which we'll get into in a moment. We have our pickups, and we'll see what interesting things everybody has got. We also have our foreplay, and this week our foreplay is about Transformers that you hate transforming. So a Transformer with a transformation, I should say, that really drives you bonkers. And we're going to have a discussion at the end of the show about Missing Link and talking about whether it is G1 or is it something else. And what else would we like to see from Missing Link as we move forward? We also have our quiz because it feels like we kind of have to now. So, all those things coming up, but first of all, as usual, we will start with the best news.
I talk some TV, and now the news. Don't touch that dial.
That's right. It's Mainline. Hooray! I hear the people say.
Hi, Mick. Only member call me out,
you know what?
To call me out individually. Hi, Mick. Hope you.
Oh, yeah. Cheers, Mick. Yeah, thanks, Mick. Remember. Appreciate it, mate. Unbelievable. Right. Anyway, we'll move on. Blockies have their event exclusive Shockwave. So I was actually genuinely thinking earlier in the week that we didn't really have any Blockies news this week and how happy that would make Nick. And I forgot about this, which is the first news item. So this is a special edition.
I think it's good you finally managed to find time to talk about Blockies because it's something I think is really underrepresented.
The worst thing for me personally is that there's actually people who literally refer to me as if I'm some kind of real exponent for Blockies. And of all the members of the team, I have the least amount of Blockies by far. Yeah, apparently, because I show them on the news, it's all about Blockies.
People also refer to you as third-party experts. So
but that's just natural, Moff. Everybody knows I'm a third-party expert. That's why the third parties come to me. All about the party. Anyway, this incredible Shockwave, which is kind of see-through, is being released at a limited quantity. Yay! Because everybody loves that. Making it extremely expensive to pick up for anybody who wants to get it. There's the information about it on the screen. Should you be wishing to try and get hold of one of these, good luck to you. I know that Paul's response when I showed this to him was that he is so done with Blockies now. He's not, though. We all know he's not. And he'll turn up in a couple of weeks' time with this. Let's go on to the next thing. Oh, right. So lots of people now, in the UK at least, have started to receive their Age of the Primes Autobots versus Decepticons 4-packs. Now, I'm going to be doing a little review of Horri-Bull later on, as it's the only member of the pack that I actually particularly wanted. But these are some photos that were put up by the lovely Sixo earlier this week, just to give you some comparisons so you can see what these new figures look like alongside some of their contemporaries. So there, of course, we've got Bumper in the middle, next to a couple of Bumblebees from recent times. There is Horri-Bull in the middle there, next to Fangry and Squeezeplay, so you can see how they look together.
I really like Six.
And that's a sprue. Sorry?
I really like Sixo's worktops.
Yeah, they're nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
His kitchen looks all right. Yeah, it's nice and spacious. Anyway, here's some sprues. Now, the reason we've shown the sprues, and I wanted it in the news, I suppose, because I don't have to go on about it too much in the review, is because, as has been widely publicised, Horri-Bull's horns, for reasons we cannot really explain, come on these sprues, and it's painted plastic. I think it seems to be blue underneath. So when you take them off to attach them to his head, it leaves sprue marks.
That's shocking.
As far as I'm aware, there's no way to avoid this, really, or at least I haven't seen anybody manage to avoid this. But it really is, well, it is annoying. I mean, it is. If I was like a Transformer photographer, I'd be fuming. I'd be, but I'm not. So I'm okay with it for now. There's Nemesis Prime, the new Nemesis Prime on the right, animated Nemesis Prime, alongside what I assume was the Japanese exclusive animated Nemesis Prime from back in day. That one does actually look quite nice, to be fair.
Yeah.
There's Ultra Magnus, as he's meant to be, small and white with a blue face. There he is. I know that Borders Dude isn't watching tonight because he's actually enjoying himself doing real life things. So I can say this is the best looking Magnus we've ever had, and I think everybody will agree with that. And of course, a repaint of that Prime, and that Prime, everybody I know who's got it loves it and says what a great figure it is. So Magnus has to be great as well. My Magnus is now with Borders Dude, as he requested it from me.
Look at the flex, but look at he's putting in the background, like Fort Max.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, 6-0 photos, you know, flexo. There's Bumper alongside what I assume is the original Bumper. Yeah. That my Bumper is now with Mr. Dave Wallace. Like I said, I didn't keep the rest of them. And there is Horri-Bull in his robot mode next to Fangry and Squeezeplay, so you can see what the trio looks like together. It is a bit mad to me that we haven't all. Those of us who were able to get them before they sold out are lucky enough to have them now. And like the US, as far as I understand, hasn't got them. I haven't seen many other places that have them yet. So it's weird to be in the UK and get Transformers first.
Yeah.
There's a group shot of all four from the pack. There's their alternate modes. And there's YOLO Park, because we've moved on. Just before we move on, does anybody have any quick comments they want to make about that 4-pack? Has anybody got it, really loves it, thinks it's terrible, thinks it's the best thing ever?
No, I've not got mine yet. So
right, fair enough.
No, I like the white Prime, the Magnus, I mean.
Yes, the Magnus looks really good, doesn't it? I know that mold was really good, but I actually, my Nemesis, I promised to a friend who now has it, but yeah, I'm starting to feel like I wanted to keep that one now. I think that regret, so I'll probably have to get one from somewhere. Anyway, let's do some YOLO Park because it's in the news. YOLO Park AMK Pro Series, Transformers, Bumblebee movie, Soundwave, and Ravage. So this is the first Bumblebee movie character in YOLO Park's AMK Pro line. It features premium finishing, die-cast parts, LED lights, and more accessories. Ooh. And a nice box. Some nice artwork on there, if I do say so. Now, the Ravage doesn't transform, as far as I'm aware. I think there was some talk that Ravage would transform, but I think what you get is a Ravage disguise mode piece, which goes into Soundwave's chest, and you'll see it in the photos as we go on. Although I might be thinking of another. There's been so many Soundwaves recently, which is not a bad thing, but it's hard to keep up.
Can I just interrupt? Sunstreaker Titan is selling his Nemesis Prime from the 4-pack.
Is he now? For a reasonable price. As Rohan would say.
Let's get back to the shit Soundwave.
I mean, you tell me that. It's like I can't just stop. Right, hang on, lads. Anyway, we'll crack on. Unbelievable. There's Soundwave anyway. I mean, I think it's a very good likeness of what we saw on the screen. It seems to be quite posable.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Well,
it's a very detailed YOLO Park kit. Like when you see the amount of parts on this one compared to the previous ones, so certainly it's interesting. I don't know.
Have you got this one, or are you getting this one?
Not, but
because it's a Soundwave.
I will get it because I said
There you go.
Yeah.
And it comes with the Ravage. And it does look quite cool with him. There he is.
Yeah, no, not too bad.
I mean, I always think, though, that looks really cool, but how often are you going to have it posed on a shelf like that?
No,
space is an issue. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Space. I mean, if you can see the ones behind me, mine are literally packed.
Yeah.
There's no posing
North Korean soldiers.
what a tremendously specific reference. Anyway, yes. So there you go. And there is the little pack-in fake Ravage tape that then can go in his chest. And he comes with his rifle as well. His rifle does look quite cool. Obviously different to the G1 rifle. And then that takes us on to some of the bots that we've seen kind of before, but now they're out there and arriving. Notrab has showed photos of both Sea Spray and the toy retro Brawn. Mine went blank then, Pete. Couldn't remember that hidden gem because it's so hidden, obviously.
There's a different head sculpt, that's why.
Yeah, that must be it. Anyway, Sea Spray looks great.
It looks great. It does, doesn't it?
It does look quite third party. Like, I look at that and I think of the third party efforts we've seen.
Because it looks so good, you think, this can't be heartbroken. And I get that.
I mean, yeah, kind of. Like for 25 quid, you just think, it can't be that. But yeah. And there he is. Obviously, Sea Spray is the greatest of all mini bots, and I will be taking no questions on the matter at this time. And then there's Brawn, who I do prefer with that head. I don't know why.
I agree.
I like it. Maybe he should have had the claws. I saw some people comment about that. If you're going to do him as a toy, give him the claws. But I could live with normal hands.
I know we're talking about these ones specifically, but it'd be really nice to see him have another go at Warpath, wouldn't it? Now
surely he's on
Brawn and Sea Spray.
Although haven't they only? Oh no! Well, they re-released the Warpath mold as Treads, didn't they? The GoBot one, which I know because I have the GoBot 3-pack, and I've still never taken any of them out, which probably tells you about how interested I am. I'm not quite sure why I bought him there. There you go. There's Brawn doing a killer wheelie. Lovely. And then he also got Alpha Trion. So getting all the new bots and making them look nice in photos. I always forget this is a deluxe. I always feel like this should be a Voyager, but I'm sure it's listed as a deluxe. And we have seen some photos of it before, as we have with the others, but it's worth having a look. Writing your shopping list.
You're
on the list.
It's like, you just made the list.
It's got full Jericho. A little bit of wrestling for you there, kids. And there he is, looking all dynamic.
It's like a Tom Selleck level tash, isn't it? It is quality.
I love the idea that the Transformers could have facial hair, but also he's got the tash because he's younger, and then when he gets older, he gets the full beard.
It's Tom Selleck's sash and Dame Edna's glasses. I mean, it's a combo. So look.
It's a brave.
You can pull that look off at TFN next year, mate.
Another wonderfully niche reference. Now let's get on some good stuff then. Not that the other stuff wasn't good, but this is pretty cool. So Takara, they first teased black and white images of their upcoming Missing Link and T-Spark, I think they call it, packs that they're going to be doing. Then within like 24 hours or something, we got the color versions. So we know we are getting a Missing Link Ultra Magnus, which lots of people had guessed anyway, because, it's that mold again. They can use the Optimus Prime mold again, and then it's just the other parts. But this is still exciting. I know some people might not feel it, but I'm excited. The love for Ultra Magnus is real.
I think a lot of people are excited about this. I think this is one of those things where I think if they can do this well, I think this is what the excitement's really coming from. It's not just people who are Ultra Magnus fans. We all know this toy, all of those of us of a certain age. And if they can pull this off, this is going to be fantastic. This is going to sell out instantly if this is pulled off well.
My hope is that if they can do this, you can do Power Master Optimus Prime, the G1 version, as a missing link. Surely, find a way.
Yeah.
And obviously, we're going to
there is more pictures coming up. So
there's so much potential from it.
Yeah, we've got more pictures of the prototype coming up, but things I have to download things in the order I get them. So here is the Dramatic Capture Series Skywarp with the Insecticons. There you go. Get them in a nice pack. So if you missed out on the Insecticons or Skywarp,
it's just still so
and you don't
muggy.
Skywarp that's coming.
Yeah, I was just going to say this is the old Skywarp, right?
Yeah.
So it's not even the new one. Yeah, screw it. Still looks good. Yay! Nemesis Prime. Scourge. Nemesis, whatever. It's him and his minicons, just as we're getting here in the West as well. And Takara also showed off that they're doing their Perceptor pack, which is exactly the same as the one we got over here as far as we can tell. And also, yes, I knew there was this. The two packs that we've had of Iron Fist / Physitron, Carnivac, Spinister, and Top Spin. I always have to think about that. So yeah, we're getting those from Takara. If you missed out on any of the figures, maybe you can grab them. But now we're on to some serious news, guys. This is stuff I know you'll all be excited about, because how many times have you been sat at home and your partner's turned to you and said, I really wish you smelt more like Optimus Prime? Well, guess what? It's happening, baby. Oh yeah. So, right, I'm going to have to read this because via Japanese website Fairy Tale Parfum, not perfume, Parfum, images and information about the very first officially licensed G1 Transformers perfume. G1 inspired. Yeah, this is real. So let's have a look. You can smell like Optimus Prime. This is Optimus Prime Eau de Parfum, 50 mil, 5,500 yens. Oh yeah. I wish that was like a medallion. You just wear an Autobot medallion. That'd be awesome. So, or perhaps you want to go the other way. You want to smell evil. You can smell like Megatron. Again, 5,500 yen. Or maybe you're a little bit crazy. You want to smell Kremzik. You can. That was a little bit cheaper.
That's amazing.
What does Kremzik smell like? Answers in the live chat, please. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, how does that work?
I feel the live chat's going to take it in another direction. Yeah, so Kremzik. You can smell like Kremzik. God knows what this is actually going to smell like.
That reminds me of there's that joke on The Good Place where they invented a Transformers body spray, Michael Bay's Transformers, and they say, oh yeah, you're right, it smells like loud and confusing.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You can smell like Energon. Lovely. I don't know what Energon will smell like. Will you be getting any of these in Moff? Selling them through Prime Time?
Funnily enough, no. I did joke to the wife that when it's coming up with the incense, I was like, oh, you're always saying there should be a nice, odor in the bedroom and make it dead romantic. I said, that would work for me. Like, I'm giving you
it smell like motor oil and I don't know, ammunition.
It's just
napalm.
I can't comprehend what it could smell like. Like it's like you're like.
Well, you're very lucky because here is an Autobots and Decepticons 2-pack that you can get for 8,800 yen. And if that's not enough for you,
100 yen.
I don't know. Google it. Somebody will live chat. Google it because I'm doing this. I can't do everything. Anyway, and also Matrix of Leadership diffuser. Remind me, what's the diffuser for again?
It goes in the bathroom.
I thought it goes in the bin. It goes in the bin.
It goes in the bin. It probably will when you realise what it smells like. You will be shocked to hear that at the moment these are only available in the Japanese market, but I'm sure we'll be seeing them.
Import them.
B&M near you before Christmas. So yeah, there you go. Smell like the Matrix.
In the nostrils.
And the time it works every time. Anyway, let's move on. TF Hype Guy was reporting about the fact that JT Prime 17, who we all know, and if you don't know, he is often spot on with his predictions as to which Transformers are coming out. He has commented on 2026 being the time when we are likely to get a new Monstructor. If you don't know who Monstructor was, he was a G1 Gestalt, a combiner who had all of the robots had pretender shells. little rubbery Pretender shells. They were very small. Came out kind of again in that late run of G1, didn't they? And yeah, they were made of, most of them, gold black plastic in some way, which meant they have crumbled and died. At least most of them have, not all.
Yeah.
Anyway, those are the original toys. It is understandably rumored to be based off the Dino King that we had from Hasbro recently. So they'll retool it, which is not a shock because Dino King was based off the G1 Monstructor bots. So, you know.
Yeah.
And there's
with actual shells. Like, come on, give us the actual shells. Give us the proper Pretenders.
That would be cool. And there's JT Prime just confirming that it's likely that is what we are going to get. Then Mechanical Skull Studios have done another upgrade heads, I should say, for Studio Series 86 Ratchet. So you've got a choice of 2, depending on which you prefer. I guess you get them, both of them, separately. I'm not sure. It's not really in the information that I have. But you've got an IDW style one and a G1 style one. And you can see from the photos how it will make your Studio Series 86 Ratchet look different. I'm not going to say better because that's up to you to decide, but certainly different.
I really like that. I really like it. I think they've done a good job.
And if you like a group shot, so you can see that there, look that. A nice group shot.
The thrust.
Yeah, the thrust on that. Ratchet knows he's important.
And I said to just fall.
It's flash art. Anyway, there he is hanging with some more bros. And
that's cool. The Prime's window bits in that are really cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's like comic book style, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's cool.
I like that.
It's G2 style. Like G2 and the arm as well. Like, I want that.
Oh, is that a tease? Have we already seen that? I don't remember seeing that.
I've not seen that.
That's a tease of what we can get for the little Optimus Prime, isn't it? The gun.
Look at the guns. Guns for a Grimlock too.
Yeah. Awesome. That will be cool. They weren't mentioned in the listing that I found for this, but that would be cool. Flame Toys are doing a model kit of animated Optimus Prime. One for you, Pete.
Cool.
Yes, sir. I think
The Flame Toys stuff's good, Pete. I've got a couple of them. Oh, nice.
I've got no information at the moment on price or when or anything yet, but we'll keep an eye out for it. Watch somebody come straight into the live chat with all that information. Just to prove me wrong. Well, I don't mind. Do it.
Yes to a no.
Do my job for me. Here he is. So this is the Missing Link Ultra Magnus prototype that was on display at Tokyo Toy Show. And these photos, I think, appeared like the day after the teaser had come up. Now, the only problem is they've literally posed him in the static G1 pose, so we can't actually see any of the added articulation. But like, I wish I'd found the photo. I did see one. Somebody had literally gone and circled all the areas where they thought there were new joints for articulation, and there was several. And there will be, because we know this. We know how Missing Link works and how it makes it incredibly articulated. The credit for this goes to Raymond Toys.
But I'm just gonna go. Colors all wrong.
You have to paint it yourself. That's the new Transformers thing. That's how Hasbro are going to save money. Paint my numbers. Yeah. Oh god, I do an awful job. Comes with a little buggy. Anybody know why?
Yeah, so that was a powered buggy. It's from the Diaclone Pre. Is it the big powered one? So like, I've got the Generations book where it was kind of teased. And that had the buggy in it. People were like losing their mind, going, "Oh my god, we're going to get the buggy!" And it's like, "Are we actually?" And then they are going to do it. It looks like they'll do it in Ultra Magnus color for Ultra Magnus one because it does it in the bit. But that also gives you that idea with like Sunstreaker where they did Cordon. Are we going to get a repaint of this? Like, surely there's not. Why would they do the Diaclone bit if they're not? Like, why would they? So
I'll explain. Very briefly, I had G1 Ultra Magnus. I still have my G1 Ultra Magnus over there, and he's all battered. And he was a very well played with toy who was sadly not well stored when it was put away with all my other G1 toys in the attic of my mum and dad's house. So he was grimy and covered in dust, and it's been very difficult to clean it all off. I have bought so many Ultra Magnus figures and just not felt that proper like excitement about them in the same way. That they just haven't given me that nostalgia kick. Really, they've been good. They're not been bad, but I've just not felt that excitement. this feels exciting to me. This is that toy that I loved as a kid with actual articulation, and just like the Missing Link Prime, I think this is going to be a huge hit.
Yeah, agree.
Sorry, I'll get off my soapbox now. Anybody else want to go?
What I thought was interesting with this, if you look at the pictures, it is a white Prime in the back, so it's not like a prototype Prime. So I don't know if they've just used a G1 Magnus cab in the back, or
yeah, looks that way.
have they actually already done the white Missing Link Prime?
Yeah, it's an excellent question. Anyway, that was the display that it was all in. So you can
I
see
feel
what
like
it all
whoever
looks like.
posed that is trolling us.
Oh, I agree.
It's like they could make it look less posable if they tried.
The funny thing
What's the
is,
other
right? You could have literally just got like a reissue, good condition G1 Ultra Magnus and stuck it on there and said, "Ta-da!"
Yeah, just spray paint it grey. Oh, it's a prototype. Yeah,
it's a prototype.
I've definitely
that's
not
all it is.
lost it. This is the real thing.
Anyway, there you go. YOLO Park again. This is their series, AMK mini series, sorry, Box Wave 2 chase figures, mirrored Rodimus, 12 centimeters tall, as it says. We also have Blue Streak. So they're the chase figures from that way. I thought I also saw a translucent hound, but I don't think I have the photo of it, so I could be wrong. And then you've got regular figures, Rodimus, not Hot Rod. It says Rodimus. You got Jazz. You got Cliff Jumper, Cliffy J, Prowl. There's Hound, but that's the normal version. I'm sure there's a clear one. Sure there is.
Is it too late to compete with Blockies?
Well, I think this is a different style.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing. Like Blockies are their own style. It's just whether you feel this fits into your collection alongside your actual transforming Transformers. If you're just wanting them to stand in robot mode and look all right on a shelf, great.
I mean, they're very small.
Yeah, sizes.
It's taking so long since the first wave. The first wave, we had them last March at the Minicon Manchester, that Mandy. And
God, that's a long time ago.
I mean, that's crazy how long it's been. They do look better. They look better articulation. They look better detail. Because I don't know if you ever picked the Grimlock up, Pete, but it's absolute guff. Like it really is.
That's the review. Anyway, they're still available from Friday. No, I'm joking.
Actually, they are.
Brilliant. And they're brilliant. Anyway, let's move on.
Well,
this is the Takara Tomy Transformers MPG 17 style Gen for generations, I guess, Optimus Prime. On display again at the Tokyo Toy Show. Again, credit goes to Ramen Toys, who took the photo, or Ramen Toy, as it says. So this is that generation style Masterpiece Prime with elements of different primes from down history, I suppose, of Transformers.
This is
it looks quite good
now, isn't it?
It is. It feels like it is. It looks good though, don't you think?
Yeah, it does.
It's
I like the head. I don't think there's enough in it that makes it worthwhile picking up. Like, I mean,
you've already got other Masterpiece Primes. Do you need this one? I guess. I don't know. And the answer is no. I don't. Right, moving on. There is Masterpiece Rat Trap.
That I can't wait for.
So this is MPG 15 Rat Trap. Again, on display at the Tokyo Toy Show. And again, Ramen Toy with the photo. Basically, he went. It's basically what he was there. He took some photos, and I borrowed them. And then that takes us on to this, which is 3-0 MDLX Transformers 1 Optimus Prime. These photos came from Weibo user Savage something. I can't read it. It came from them. It's down at the bottom of the screen. You can read it if you need to. And this, again, these photos always make these look fantastic. They never looked at in these, rarely looked at in these photos. But it's another non-transforming Transformer.
It's obviously where it's going, but why now? Nearly, 14 months after? Anyway.
It just, It all seems
I don't know
very
how long it would take to make
strange.
one.
Yeah. You just would have thought with all the preparation they normally put into these things for a film release and everything, they get the toy line all ready. And especially when you think back to the live action films, like the first live action movie, God, it was wall to wall toys. It was brilliant. And like, it just didn't feel like anything like that for Transformers 1, which is a real shame because it's such a good film, but did not get the backing it needed at all. Anyway, I'm on the soapbox again. Does look very nice, very detailed. So if you love Transformers 1 and Optimus Prime, you'll probably want to pick one of these up. But you don't have to.
He does.
And that
does look good.
It does. That's all the mainline news, which means that we are contractually obliged to do some third party,
good stuff.
not just because Moff's here.
Come on.
Battle tank!
Battle this.
It's heavy metal cruncher time as Optimus Prime goes toe-to-toe with Combat Megatron. Prime is one tough dude underneath his hood. He's a Transformer missile fire phenomenon. Combat Megatron is combat armed. His mighty mega missiles are slamming. He can mad out more for use mega force, but Combat Optimus is still standing.
Right. Third party. Not tons of news. And after a little bit of criticism last week, I did a bit more searching. Still didn't find tons of new stuff, but did find some. So let's have a look at it. I know some of our friends in particular were very excited about this one. This is New Age Toys with their version of a Legend Scale Great Shot. I think they're calling it D'Artagnan, which is an interesting name for it. A redeco and retool show, which was their 6-shot, obviously. Any thoughts, excitement, disappointment, anger?
That looked nice. I like looking at it. I know RJ was quite excited by it.
Their 6-shot was the one that he also showed photos of recently, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was it theirs? And that 6-shot actually looked really good. I think they had 2 different versions of that, didn't they? Didn't they have the Japanese color version, and then they had the more like our Western color version? Yeah, and that actually did look really good, which is annoying. Crotch thrust, just in case anybody had missed it.
I'm sure it's just to show off the ab crunch, isn't it?
It is, but it's constant crotch thrust.
Not his virility.
Oh yeah. There is in Rhino.
It's a good use
Rhino mode.
It's a good use of the 6-shot mold, isn't it?
Nice.
Kind of obvious, I guess, because Great Shot, it's what they did in Japan with it. But
yeah,
it works. That's the thing.
It looks nice, but I think it definitely fits into that category where you need to have an affinity with the series, don't you? Really, otherwise you'll just stay with 6-shot.
Yeah. Are you excited about anything like this, David? Is like Japanese G1 your thing at all?
No, do you know what? I've not even seen Japanese G1 other than a few clips of like Blaster's death and stuff, like the stuff which has done the rounds on social media. It's pretty much escaped me.
It's an interesting one because, like, if you watch the cartoons with the dubs are awful, like really bad, absolutely. Is it in Headmasters where they call Spike
Billy.
Sparkles for some reason?
And Billy,
Weird.
Yeah, that was it.
It's bizarre.
But the actual animation is good. The story's just it's the same toy. You're looking, you're like, wow, I'm seeing the toys that I didn't really get to see much of in our cartoon. Yeah. But then the story is very different. So it's a mixed bag. Master Force was the one I enjoyed the most.
Agreed.
Kind of felt like that one can stand on its own. But yeah, the dubs are famously awful. Anyway, here's some more photos of it with background, so it looks really cool to make us all go out and buy it because that's what they do. The jet mode is still the best mode 6-shot has by far. Well, I mean, other than the robot mode, obviously. Sorry, Great Shot. I know this is Great Shot before everybody starts lecturing me. And there he is as a tank. Right.
Sure. That's a tank. Why not?
Yeah, sure. That's a tank. Yeah. Of course it is. We all know that's a tank. Everybody knows that's a tank. Let's all just move on.
This is the 6th mode. This definitely is a tank.
Strictly speaking, there's a 7th, isn't there? because they you had the winged
yeah,
wolf, but then
yeah.
you had another version of the winged wolf that was supposed to be like the ultimate mode because it combined all of the powers of the. Oh, Japan never change. Right, we'll carry on though, because this is DNA Designs, and yes, it's for a mainline figure, but I've chucked it into the third-party new because it's the third-party company that's doing it. So these are the Motormaster upgrades to turn Motormaster, animated Motormaster into Menasor. So here's what we mean. Okay, original toy on the left, DK56, that's the first add-on kit, and then DK56A is the one where it'll look more like a combiner.
Genuinely,
Thoughts?
you'd be livid. You'd be livid if you bought 56. And then the outfit you say, "Why?"
Just sitting there, watching this now. Go, the fuck? Anyway,
50 quid down the shitter.
I'm going to write a very strongly worded email. Anyway, let's have a look in more detail. Let's have a look at a little more detail.
I'm going to dub this the Pant Tightener 2025. I'm really excited about this. And this is a DNA kit I am going to get.
I ordered mine straight away. Sent a message going, that's me. Go on.
Yeah.
Like,
are you gonna buy a second copy of Motormaster then for this to go on, so that you can keep like an original version and then have a second copy with this on? Because surely you want both, don't you?
Yeah, I am.
I now feel with some more
news, Emma. Now we're buying two of everything.
Look at it, it's got like an 8-foot wingspan. It's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and the wings are optional, of course, so you can just have it more like, the more traditional combiner look.
Very cool.
And that gun is fierce as hell.
I got the winged version for the normal Prime, and it's gorgeous. So as soon as I saw this, I was like, "Oh, I'm all over this. This looks brilliant."
It does look really good.
Mm.
It almost makes me want to buy the animated Motormaster again. Motormaster, just to get this kit, but not enough because my first experience of it wasn't pleasant. And it does that.
The other ones are the same. You could just stick it on them.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Maybe that's what I'll do. DNA Designer also teasing this, which appears to be a upgrade kit for Age of the Prime star Optimus Prime. So we shall wait and see exactly what. Well, I mean, basically, it's a big sword, isn't it? But still, we'll wait and see if there's anything else that comes with it. I mean, all right, you don't have to be a genius to figure that one out. Maybe, there might be other stuff. You don't know. Unless you work for them, and then you do. Yeah. And that's why I'm a third-party expert. Let's move on. Let's look at some legs. Ocular Max, PS27 Deletus, and PS28 Demolitor, their masterpiece scale Scrapper and Mixmaster. I don't have to read that. I know that. And these photos came via Weibo user A Chinyu 5Do is often stupid, which is the strangest name I've ever heard for somebody who works on Weibo or is on Weibo. Anyway, their legs. This is them as legs. Are we excited?
Nope.
Everything you want out of a leg. It stands.
I mean, the thing is, right, if I don't include stuff like this, I get why didn't you put in this? And it's like, well, this is what you get. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying all mainline news is scintillating, but like this was like genuine third-party news that I found. It's like the legs, it's them in leg mode. Is that okay? I thought that was all right then. But look, they're posable. Look, articulation. Yeah. And actually, they look quite good.
High heels. Looks like a good.
It does look, yeah, it does. It's like devastated for a night on the town.
If I ever have my legs amputated, I want them. They're of FMBs. Anyway, let's move on to another Devastator. Hooray! Because there's not enough of them. This is Dreamstar Toys. This is all, I think all of them now. Mighty God of War Progress to Date. This is their masterpiece scale Devastator. I'm actually not 100% sure this is all of it. It just says DST02001 all the way through to 004. So maybe it's not all of them. But those are the ones that they've shown off so far.
It's like they've desaturated it so much.
Yeah.
It's like just bring a bit of color back. It feels like edgy video games did in like the early 2000s, where it's like color wasn't. It's got to be cool with no color.
It really does. The green. I get why. It's a more realistic kind of, I suppose, military style green, but it's just
dingy.
I'd love it if there was just some way we could find out, what Devastator sold most. Was it the fans' toys? Was it MMC? Was it this? Because they must have thought there was a market for it, but I just don't know why. but
I mean, everybody,
and everyone's different, isn't it? Everyone's different. I just love to see how this would perform against
standard ones, like kind of standard looking ones.
Just to see, could this trail, Blazer trail, for a different, more stylized version of Transformers with different colorways and stuff. I don't know.
Can you go back one a sec? Can you look at the feet? Look at the legs. Yeah, they've got different legs on that one.
Yeah. I think that's when they first did them, they just showed them off with two of the same, and then making it up.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Because I think it seems to be suggesting they've only released 4 of the bots, but with the 4 of the bots, you can, if you have multiple of some of them, because the 2 legs are basically the same. The arms, I think, are the same.
Yeah.
Has anybody bought this in the chat? Anybody got this? Thinks it's really good and thinks we're completely wrong? We're not.
I think
Tell us anyway.
I think Dan was buying it, but hated the fact he was buying it. I'm sure he was like,
I love the idea you hate yourself for buying it.
Yeah. Slap yourself with a bamboo cane.
You're so weak. Why am I doing this? Anyway, right. And that's it. That is all of the third-party news for this week. Moff, is there anything else that we should have been keeping an eye out for this week? I haven't seen anything, but
no. Because that's it. If I saw stuff, I would change over, but there hasn't been much this week.
I felt like the Great Shot was quite a big piece of news. There's a lot of people like Great Shot. Very excited about it. Right. That takes us on to the next part of the show, which is pickups.
Yes.
And that moment.
We've been doing this for how long?
I know, but it's been a long year.
We now return to the Transformers.
And a bit. Yes, it's pickups where we get to show off what we've picked up this week. If you don't mind, I'll go last, but that means somebody else has to go first. So eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I'm going to pick our guest, David Cousens. David, you can lie to us because we won't know, but have you picked anything up this week that you would like to show off to the people?
I am indeed going to lie to you. And so, yes, this week...
Fantastic.
I'm definitely not at TF Nation. I was given this by my friend Paul, a.k.a. Dougatron, my TF Nation husband. Binotech Drex.
Nice.
Which is nice. Really, really cool. And also Binotech Grimlock, which is in car mode currently.
Are you on a bit of a Binotech kind of thing at the moment then?
Yeah, well, I had years ago. I was when it first came out, I got the Alternators smokescreen, and I really liked it. And I've now got the I don't know whether it's Alternators or Binotech, but the Ravage. I think it's Alternators. And then so I grabbed a few off. Paul gave them to me, and they're good fun. They scratch a nostalgia itch for me. That was kind of before all the Masterpiece stuff was really coming out. We just had the original MP1, and then the Alternators worked really well with them. And to my mind, for a long time, that was kind of how I felt Transformers would look in reality. Like if they were to transform, not everything wouldn't necessarily fold away particularly neatly. And so the aesthetic's quite nice. Yeah,
I know there's a lot of people who are fans of them still. Even God, what are they? 20 years plus now since we had the old.
25 years.
God, we're old, just like us. Right, we will crack on. So let's go to the Moffmeister, Mr. Moff. You're not a man who often gets toys, so
to be fair, until today, I was thinking I was only going to have 2 things, so I had a bumper delivery. I'll go with 2 first wee ones I got were the Galaxy toys. They're kind of little reflector. So these are the kind of micro scale ones. So proper little small reflector. That's really nice. And then I got a. Can I share my screen? Because I don't have.
Yeah, of course you can.
See that, and it's easier said than done.
Computers are hard.
I took a picture and everything. I did a picture.
Oh,
I bought.
hey.
So these stock of the wee kind of diorama panels in, and there's more colours coming, but they're just great fun. So I've put a set in. I've put the set in my room. This kind of hiding my G1 stuff. So no, they're really cool wee bits, but they're just great for the wee micro scales. So I looked at it as soon as I did it. I was like, there's people who take proper photos will have a great time with this. Like your blocky Galaxy Defenders will just look great in it. They've got purple, black, and grey ones coming as well. So yeah, another good fun.
So if you buy multiple packs, mate, can you build on what you've got there if you have multiple packs to make it different scale?
So I've opened 2 packs, so 6 tiles in a pack. Then the reflector came with 2 as well, so I ended up with 8. And then when I was doing the stuff behind, behind my kind of wee G1 collection under my telly, I thought I'm going to put a bit in the back just to kind of like they're coming out the arc. So I opened another pack to kind of do that. So they just pop in together, dead easy, dead easy, and you could easily build them properly up. So you could make them to a bigger scale. So you could do a second batch up to kind of have your normal blockies in it. But I just think the wee small scale just works perfect for the Galaxy Defenders.
Nice.
So I thought that's better to show that than just show a big orange thing. And then I got a pile of stuff. So I was having more to use last week, boys, about I had a delivery of stock that was stuck in partial force. So it arrived today and there was a pile of stuff. So this is all stuff that people have already had, but I got my Hasbro stuff later. So I got Star Optimus Prime.
DNA designer doing a kit for that.
No, it might be a sword.
No idea what it'll be.
And then I got my Constructicons. So this is this weekend's job to open them. I got Crasher. I don't know if I'm even going to open this. So I've got it, but I'm like, do I really want this? I've kind of decided I'm not really doing the primes. That
he's lovely to mess with. He's lovely to mess with.
Yeah. You convinced me. And then I got the rare chase version of this figure. I did open one as well because I was like, I need to. Yours was my first, and you never forget your first. But yeah, so I did open it to slide it in and put the chest on because that's what a disaster that was. The chest on is standard, like there's no need for it at all. Absolutely silly. And then some wee silly extra non-Transformer things. I got another Donatello for my shelf. I do have all of the Turtles and piles of them because I'm going to sell these at Manchester Minicon next year because they're Easter little Easter baskets. I just thought they were cool. I wanted a Donatello and you had to buy a case of them, so I then went, well, if I'm buying a Donatello case, I may as well buy all 4. Gary thinks my logic's crazy. It probably is. And then kind of one, I love Toxic Crusaders, and this is a like candy bucket. So I'm trying to decide if I'm going to be silly enough to take this to the cinema to see Toxic Avenger and put popcorn in it. But yeah. So I had a great time opening all the stuff, and it was really good because Kerry had good fun opening all the stock as well today because we bought a pile of kind of lounge fly stuff, like buying stuff for Reading. So already buying stuff for hopefully our appearance at Reading, and some of them being lounge fly bags. So she was right up for helping me open the stock. So that was good fun. So yes, I had great fun opening stuff today, and then I've got loads of toys to open and play with this weekend. But
awesome.
That is more a bumper week. I have an absolute cracking day.
I was going to say that's some great pickups there. The bonus of running your own toy company, I suppose.
Yeah.
Pete, you don't run a toy company, but you do get a lot of toys. So what have you got this week?
And there's no embargo. So actually,
there's no embargo now. You're allowed.
He's probably got less.
Not like she watches.
The embargo's in the next room.
Anyway, sorry. That'll be a nickname now.
So the new Galaxy scale Megatronus turned up from Blockies. As
Nice.
I feel like we need more Blockies representation on the show.
Yeah.
So I picked that one up, not for my benefit or our watch's benefit. So I'm going to have a build of this weekend. Literally only turned up today.
Lovely.
Haven't opened Magic Square Swoop yet, but I'm approaching the end of the Magic Square Dinobots in the cartoon colors. And same as the New Age, I was really excited at the beginning because I was looking forward to them coming. And now I've got that dread of fear that we nearly completed them, which is lovely. But then what?
Yeah.
What do I get up for then? But we'll find out. All right, because there's always something else. Because as Simon Furman says, it never ends.
Missing like Dinobots, Pete. That's what you want.
What do I get up for? What do I live for now?
Some people call me dramatic. So so again, something else to pick up this weekend. I got this cool little fella.
Oh, man.
Oh, nice.
He is
amazing.
Let me just turn off this light. Oh, no, that's even worse.
Oh, God.
Whoa.
He is gorgeous. The head sculpt
That's
is
cool.
fantastic. The head
That was
sculpt is
great.
fantastic. He's lovely. And he's so, I don't know, he's just so fun to mess with. He's got so much character. I just really hope now that they do the like at least a wave one of
Yeah.
headline. Something would be nice. Good evening, dear. And
Pick that comment at random.
and Misfire turned up as well. X-Transport's Misfire. He is gorgeous. The bot mode is it's sublime. It's so gorgeous. The head sculpt is fantastic. I am never, ever, ever. Good evening, X-Transbots. If I want to waste money, I'll collect GoBots.
Oh dear.
I've got no intention because I haven't seen. You don't get instructions.
Yeah.
A lot of people have, hard pampered it and worked it out their own way. I haven't seen one that hasn't broken or is very close to breaking. And yeah, it's a no from me. So he's going to go on the shelf. I'm not going to look at him. I'm not going to touch him. I'm just going to leave him alone.
How's the colour on it? It does look, because I want to see what it looks like. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
It's, to be fair, it is a lot pinker than it comes across.
Yeah.
On camera. I think it's a really nice tone. It is darker than the toy.
Okay.
But it will go really well. Like it will go really well with Scourge and Cyclonus, and when they do Slug Slinger, it will look fantastic.
Is it got a kind of sparkle through it? 'Cause the X-Transports quite often get a kind of sparkle through their paint schemes.
No, I wouldn't say so.
Okay.
Maybe a teeny bit on the legs.
Okay. Cool.
But as I said, I'm scared to look at it just in case it breaks in half. So I can't really comment. Good evening, X-Transbots, if you're watching.
Is it that bad? Because I have seen some reviews, not just of that version, but of the toy version, and there's the usual complaints about X-Transbots transformations and somewhat over fiddly and over engineered in some ways. But like, you can get from one end to the other, can't you? Like, you can, and it's probably there might be some artistic license in that. And I think they're really X-Transbots are fantastic. They'll do a fantastic bot mode and they'll do a fantastic alt mode. But like we've said before, it's the journey in the middle. That traumatizes people that you can't really enjoy both modes. I look forward to picking this one up then.
Show me on the bot where X-Transbots hurt you.
Did you get anything else, Pete?
No, that was it
Right.
this week, sir.
Fantastico. Right, then we will crack on. There's only me, I think, left. I think I'm right in saying. So, my only pickup this week was Horri-Bull. So, I thought I'd just say a few words on it because it's the only thing I got. And also because it's still fairly new and fresh. So, for those who don't know, this version of Horri-Bull is obviously based off the G1 character. This toy itself is from the Titans Return Skull Smasher mold, which for those of us of a certain age, we know as Skull Cruncher. That mold was all right for its time, but every version of that mold I've kind of had has always had wibbly legs and isn't the easiest to pose or stand up because of the weaknesses in the legs. So far, I will say this, so far, I haven't had that problem with this version. Can anybody spot I think the only extra thing they've really added into this version, to this mold, that the original didn't have? Anybody? Having a look. Can you see something that the original didn't? Who has the original version of this mold? Anybody? Is it just me?
Yep.
Oh. I thought you all had this.
Oh, am I flexing? I
I've
don't
not looked
know.
at it for a while.
Oh, what, really? Flexing for a Titans Return Skull Smasher? I mean, that's
Yeah.
not much of a flex. You had one. You had a boxed one.
Yeah.
You just got rid of it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll tell you. So it's
Go on.
ankle tilts. They've given him ankle tilts. The
Oh,
original
yeah.
one, no ankle tilts. This now
That's
has
good.
ankle tilt, which helps with his sturdiness and his posability. He looks like Horri-Bull. I mean, yeah, it looks like Horri-Bull. It's difficult because to me it looks like Skull Cruncher, painted and with a different head. But it does look like Horri-Bull. As much as
I
Squeeze
like the
looks
fact that it's got the proper stats on it. Like,
yes,
it makes me happy. Like that.
it's a shame they don't like go up and down anymore.
No,
but
I know.
those days have gone. We should all get over that. Like I say, he's fairly poseable.
I'm not touching it.
Oh, I miss those stats though. The old headmasters. I remember when we all moaned about the G1 headmasters, the junior ones, because they got rid of the panel that covered the stats. They were like, "Oh, that's terrible," and now we'd kill to have that kind of thing again.
I know.
Anyway, there they are. There he is with Squeeze Play, who was the only one of the original ones that I had to hand. A comparison between the alternate modes. So he turns into a bull, but like I think we all know this looks like the Hellhounds from Ghostbusters, right?
It really
At
does.
least the original did.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it does. Yeah, very much so.
Like massively.
Yeah.
And that is my original. Well, I say my original. I didn't have it from childhood, but that is my Horri-Bull that I picked up off eBay as an adult collector. Before anybody asks, no, the hinge thing isn't broken, but the actual pin that runs through the hinge, which is part of what breaks, does sometimes like to try and slide out. So, you just push it gently back in and it stays in place. Kreb, I'm sure it's Kreb is the name of the little headmaster. We get a new version of Kreb. I mean, I don't really know. They're the little Titan master heads. So it is what it is. Transformation is fairly simple and easy, just like Skull Smashers was. There's nothing too challenging in there. The horns you do have to put on his head. They come loose or came loose in the box. So they were loose. One of his weapons was loose. I think that was it for him. Yeah, I cannot get my head around what made them think that sticking the horns on a sprue was a good idea. I'd love to speak to somebody from Hasbro and just say, what? Why? Just why?
Just a small slap.
Yeah, I mean, there would be a slap. A gentle one, though. Nothing too violent.
Yeah, nothing much. Just like, no.
Yeah, just let them know. Yeah, you can just see, if you look at that photo, which was supposed to show off the fact his mouth is articulated, you can just see where the marks are underneath each of the horns. It's just
That
annoying.
does bug me. Yeah, that does bug me.
You can't see it from most angles, but then when you do see it, you're like, oh. But
You can't
otherwise,
Can't
it's a solid toy. It's I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to sit here and say this is the greatest toy ever. You all need to get one. You don't. If you're not a Horri-Bull fan or G1 fan, then you're probably all right to miss it. Gun storage. I was watching a reviewer who was saying there's no gun storage for Horri-Bull, and then realised there is, but it's underneath the tail in a position that does make it look like he's carrying a massive weapon. If you catch my drift.
Whoa!
So, but it can go there.
Hung like a Horri-Bull.
That'll be a new T-shirt. Get on it, Lucan. But yeah, overall, for me, it's a solid 7 out of 10. It's not spectacular, but it does the job well. They've made little tweaks to it. I will say the legs on mine are far sturdier than the previous versions I've had, which was the Skull Cruncher version and Croc. When they repainted it as Croc. It's far sturdier than that. It looks good. I love the head sculpt. The head sculpt's very evocative of the G1 original one. And if you can get hold of one, then do. I know some people mentioned to me that they were hoping like Takara might do one of their T-Spark 3-packs and do a 3-pack of Fangry, Squeezeplay, and Horri-Bull, although obviously under the Japanese names, I'd assume. Well, maybe. I just hope that. I think there's a rumor we're getting Fangry again.
I'm hoping so. I missed it in the Fangry.
And Fangry goes for silly money, so
I know
it'd be nice. And then we need the Autobot ones. We need a proper Nightbeat. We need Siren, and we need Hosehead as well to complete the gang. But yes, if you can get hold of this, then do. If you can't, I wouldn't go out and spend massive money on it. I'm sure you'll find somebody who's bought the pack for the other bots in it, and just hopefully you can pick it up from one of the groups. And there you go. Relatively short and sweet, I hope. Thank you. Right. We shall go on to the next thing, which is a little bit of foreplay.
Lynn, these are sex people.
What do you mean?
They're sex swappers. Lynn, this is DEFCON 1. Look. Look. Don't make the same noise as them. Don't think you want to join in.
And at some point, we will change that. Now, foreplay this week is about nightmare transformations. Transformers we own or may have owned in the past, whose transformations were so hellish that we decided we no longer wanted to ever transform them again.
So not ironic to call it foreplay because you just don't want to play with them. Like, it's like not foreplay.
No, well, let's not go down that line right now. No play. Right. So, who would like to go first? All rushing.
I'll go. I'll go.
Go on then, Pete. Go on, Pete.
I'll go first. For me, so I missed this toy the first release round, and I was really excited for Planet X Cacus, which is the IDW version of Grimlock. He's gorgeous, the metallic paint. He comes in the box as Robot, and the next bit is testament to a war crime. It is horrific. The legs came off, you're bending them, you're thinking they're not going to go, things don't tab in. Somehow I lost a toe, I didn't move, no, as in Grimlock lost a toe, I didn't lose a toe. That'd have been ridiculous.
Oh my God.
That did go
that during the half marathon.
Probably been but it genuinely, it was horrific, and there was no need for it. And I always remember Ian Arifire saying it was such a horrendous transformation. And you do think it's like, oh, maybe my copy will be a bit better. No. This is going in. This is staying in dinosaur mode. I'm never transforming it. If I move, I'll leave it behind. I'm never touching it again. It goes on the shelf, and I'm leaving it alone. It's quite possibly horrific. And you look around the collection, and even Unicron wasn't that bad. It was just I just made it a 2-man job because I didn't want to break it.
Yeah.
Every other toy I have is not in the same league as this prick. Genuinely. And you know, favorite character or not, I wish I'd never bought it. And I definitely.
Thank God it was cheap, baby.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, really glad. So yeah, for me, it was Planet X Cacus. Good evening, Planet X, if you're watching.
another wonderful advertisement for third party. Wonderful. Would anybody like to go next?
I'll also carry on the third party slating, because initially when I was asked this question, I thought, some of the masterpiece figures can be a bit of a pain, and I mentioned the Spinal Tech earlier. I've yet to transform this one because somebody said it was not the best thing to transform, so I've been putting that one off. But literally, as we were mid talking earlier, I was reminded that I own this, which is Toy World Orion, which is based on IDW Prime. And I don't think I've ever enjoyed transforming anything less than this thing. It's staying in robot mode forever because it was when I did eventually transform it into its kind of truck mode, it wasn't worth it. It was like the end result was kind of terrible, and I've turned it back, and this thing is staying in robot mode forever. Like he may as well be like a YOLO park thing right now to me because I'm not putting myself through it again.
I don't know. I've heard of that figure. I don't know it. So the transformation is that bad, is it?
Well, I haven't got that many third parties, so I'm not going to say it's worse than what Pete was just holding up. But I just remember being really frustrated with it as I was trying to follow the instructions, which were not the best anyway. Bits of it were falling off, and I was like rearranging things. And by the time I thought, this is not worth it. This is not what Transformers are supposed to be. It's like, yes, it changes, but at what cost?
What did it cost you?
It's no. So yeah, very, very unsatisfying. It made me appreciate what Hasbro managed to achieve a lot more because I've recently I've kind of got back into transforming stuff. Like for a long time, I didn't, and it was like I get because often they were in robot mode, and I'd take a quick look and think that the alt mode's not much anyway. And maybe sometimes I just followed the instructions. And something about the last TFN, I started to just try. I thought, I'm not going to look at the instructions. I'm just going to transform something. And I had the good fortune that it was Kingdom Cyclonus. And that thing was just a joy. When I transformed that, it's like, I felt like a genius as well, even though it was deadly simple. I was like, I did it without looking. And I've rediscovered my love of transforming. But no, this thing can go to hell. It's never changing again.
Loving your use of Hard Panther there. Right. Moff, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I'll go. Let's go about a third party. But to be fair, like Andy, you and I have spoken about this many, many, many times that the best company to produce transforming toys is Hasbro. Like you can't deny that Hasbro produce the best transforming toys. So it's difficult to argue that. Third party produce some amazing looking toys. The worst transformation I have ever experienced, and it was when I joined Prime Time. My first kind of job, Greg said, "I've got a pile of toys we need to sell, but we need to transform them, and I don't want to transform them. So can you transform them and sell them?" I'm like, "This will be great fun." It nearly broke me. Honestly, nearly broke. So the toy I've picked, I'm going to share my screen because I have this now, and I'll explain why I have it, and I'll never ever touch it because I'm scared to even look at the thing that it'll come apart and I'll need to fix it. I'm going to share my screen. It is, and this is a toy that looks stunning in alt mode, but should never, ever, 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 ever be transformed. And it is Lemon Tree's Purple Potato. So that's it. Shockwave. Bizarre name, like where they come up with the names. But see, in alt mode, it is absolutely gorgeous. It is
that's cool.
Stunning. But it actually hurt me. It made me genuinely not want to have Transformers. Like, didn't mean it's quite as much as that. It is genuinely it's gorgeous. Like stands, it looks brilliant. So we had this. Sold it. I was like, oh, thank goodness for that. Never need to deal with that thing again. No. And then we bought a lot at the beginning of last year, and the guy goes, "I've thrown in 2 or 3 broken Transformers." I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine. Like, it's fair enough then. Didn't cost anything." And this was one of them. And it's the legs broken. It can't hold together, and most it just clips together as panels. But transforming it when it was broken was even worse. And it literally, every time you move it, you just feel as if it's going to collapse. Fall apart. So it looks beautiful on the shelf, but I am genuinely scared to touch the thing. But it looks gorgeous. That is honestly the worst, easily the worst transformation I've ever experienced. So many fiddly panels, and they all have to perfectly line up, and it's god awful. God awful. Third party bashing.
I feel terrible because I feel like you three guys have come up with some really interesting third-party transformers with incredibly technical transformation, and I haven't, because I've gone for this. So this is the alternators.
That's fair.
Prime. This is the thing. I've said this before. If I really hate a Transformers transformation, I won't keep it. It'll just put me off completely. I don't care if it looks nice in both modes. I just won't. It'll go. And this one was one I actually bought for my son Liam, and then he was really excited. And at the time, I didn't really know what the alternators line was. Obviously, very realistic alt modes, but I didn't understand what it was. So I bought it for my son, who must have been about 8 at the time. And he said, I remember he came downstairs to me after like an hour, and he was like, "Can I have some help with this, Dad?" And it was like, "Of course you can, son. Let me show you how it's done." Oh my God. I was ready to throw that damn thing against a wall. It was, the panels wouldn't go where I needed them to. There were parts that just didn't, they defied logic. They defied physics. It didn't make sense. And it looks lovely. And I remember saying to him, just leave it in robot mode. Then he couldn't get it back into robot mode properly because he couldn't remember where things were. Oh God. Even he got to the point where he's like, "I don't want this, Dad." It's like, "Fine, I'll get rid of it." And that's what we did. So I am going to go with that. I know that people love the alternators line, and rightly, because there's a lot of real plus points to the line.
Oh my God, that's awful. And that's
yeah. And you see, I think what suckered me in was I had the Swindle, which was based off the Hound, of course, and they repainted it. But I had the Swindle. I think I picked up from Toys R Us or something. And I remember that one wasn't too bad, or at least I didn't think it was too bad. It was all right. God, yes, this one, I hated it. Literally hated it. Even more, I'd say, than it. Like I've transformed some difficult third-party figures, but no, I'd still take them over this. If somebody I'll throw this. Bring it to me. Give me one, and I will throw it away. I will chuck it out a window. It's just I think I'm getting PTSD now. And a quick honorable mention for Kingdom Tracks. Right. So I bought Kingdom Tracks, and I think to memory, I was lucky enough to be one of the first people kind of UK wise to receive one. Very happy about that. Oh, excellent. I'm looking forward to this. Awful. I decided to sell this figure in probably less than 12 hours after buying it or receiving it. It just was, I can't stand it. The legs, it looks good. Again, like you look at that picture, fantastic. You look at that alt mode, that looks great. Oh God, I hated it. I still hate it now. And I will not buy that mold again. Sorry, I will not. And everybody tells me I'm a Hasbro loyalist as well as a third-party expert, but nope, I will not be touching that thing with yours. I also will give a special shout out as well, just a quick shout out for Transformers Cybertron Primus. I have told this story before, but this one doesn't really count because I again bought that for my son Liam and left him with my wife trying to transform it. No, genuinely at the time, all the Cybertron Unicron trilogy figures at that time I was buying for him, kind of. Anyway, I left him and the wife trying to transform it, and I think they were there for like 45 minutes. They couldn't do it. They got to a point and just got stuck. Again, bringing Big Papa Daddy, and I came in there to help out, and my God, 45 minutes later, and I'm practically screaming, going, "This doesn't make any sense. Why will it only go so far?" And I can't remember. I think it was Liam who found the piece. But the Omega Lock? The Omega Lock that the instructions explain you have to use to do part of the transformation. Yeah, he found that and then looked at the instructions, which I hadn't been looking at, because God damn it, I'm a Transformers fan. I don't need to look at instructions.
I am Transformers.
And literally after that, we shifted it up and it shifts the chest and it makes everything move. And I think I went for a walk after this. A bit like when Newcastle lose, I go for a walk, just calm down, cool down. So that wasn't really the toy's fault. That's.
Do you think that Liam's going to have trust issues with you because you keep giving Liam these toys, which are apparently the worst things to transform, and then leaving him alone with them?
There's nothing that's come through from that. It didn't put him off Transformers. At one point he was he knew the Transformers wiki almost back to front, which was great for me. But then he got bored with Transformers and he went on to Marvel and Star Wars. And Heathen. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm over it. It's fine. It's fine. Right. I think everybody has gone now. Does anybody have any quick honourable shout outs that you do want to mention, seeing as I did? You know.
I can imagine X Transport's misfire being an absolute bitch, which is what
it's a good job we don't know anyone who's just bought it.
You should live stream trying to transform it.
No, David. I think that is a ridiculous idea.
Yes, that is a plan. He could be transforming it while we do like a DVD style commentary. We won't be on the screen. You'll just hear our voices.
Did he not
you
struggle
see,
with
that's very excited to cry.
Cliff Jumper and stuff? Did he not, TFUK Con, the second one, did he not struggle with Cliff Jumper? So, like, I don't know if Pete's the guy.
Yeah, you didn't struggle with Cliff Jumper in there.
It's like,
I may or may not have been a little bit overhydrated. All right.
Oh dear me. Anyway. Yes, right.
We won't pull up a lot of trauma in the chat.
We won't bring up yours again. But yeah, I can remember that because I think we hardly knew you at that point. But I remember you were sat at the table doing the transformation, and I was making a point of screaming down your ear just to encourage you.
Yeah.
Anytime. Right, shall we do, before we do the quiz, shall we do a little bit of social corner if we're able to? Are we doing socials? I forgot to ask you before we started.
We are.
Then shall I play the intro to give you a bit of time to get everything ready? Well, I say the intro. We'll play an intro.
My Amish friends call me Lorna. I'm coming out of the fauna. If my cat died, I would mourn her. It's time for Social Corner.
Every time.
Quite possibly.
Haunting. I still love it. I think Paul's got off it, but I love it. Anyway.
I told Paul at TFN, whenever, because I listen to this show normally when I'm working on a Monday, and I stop what I'm doing, whatever I'm drawing. When that comes up, I'm compelled to watch that, like some horror show.
Can't take your eyes off it.
Yeah,
it is though. It's like a car crash, isn't it? It's like you need to look away.
I can't not watch it. I just lose it when that comes on. It's amazing.
Kerry's reaction to it, like she watched the show the other week, she was like, "What is Paul doing?" I don't know if I can explain it, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Can I ask him?
Nobody knows. Anyway, as you can see, the chat loves it. Right. Let's carry on. What have you got for us, Pete?
So, on the Blockies Malaysia fans group, credit going to A17. What a username. A customized Blockies. Can you believe it? Of Jetfire. And how good does that look?
Nice.
That was great.
This is purely for Mick's benefit now, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, this is just for Mick. Not only are they blockies, but people are customizing them. Actually, we've had it was Mirage from Instagram. We've shown off some of his custom blockies as well. We need to find some more of these because there's some incredible custom blockies going on, and Mick will love it. Absolutely love it.
Absolutely bloody love it. So I saw this earlier this week. Cora Lee on Blue Sky looks to have made a plushy Starscream. And it looks fantastic. It looks wicked.
That is brilliant.
It looks like there's Velcro bits on the forearms for guns and stuff. This looks fantastic.
Velcro for his null rays.
That's so clever.
If you are watching Cora and you do a Grimlock, hit me up because the Starscream is wicked. Look at his little red underpants. So clever though, so creative.
Yeah.
It was excellent. I really like that.
Yeah.
Copperbot shots. with Prime, obviously there is an element of Photoshop editing, as there is with a lot of photos, but that almost looks seamless. Such a good photo. The effects are fantastic. Gorgeous photo. And he does do some really great stuff. Chris Carter of TFN fame.
Cool. Love it. Brilliant.
The greatest Transformer of all time.
The greatest. Yeah.
That's
and
really
also
good.
a part of the Triple Takeover's Patreon as well, the apologetic ramp of love.
Nath with a lovely version of Optimus Prime.
Yeah,
just some exceptionally talented people in the fandom.
I love the way we're giving our opinion on art when we have David.
Yes,
but obviously we're clearly.
Yeah. I mean,
I was thinking the shadows are very nice on that. I just went like, yeah, it's nice. I was like, yeah, that's my artistic.
I mean, jump in whenever you want, David. You know,
don't be shy.
I didn't want the War for Cybertron bots. I'm not a massive fan. They don't offend me. I just didn't want them. These photos look.
Oh yeah.
I mean.
Are they the original versions rather than the new ones?
I think
it's not. Yeah, it's not the new ones.
The chest piece is much smaller in robot mode, isn't it? Normally, it's got like that, keg of, I don't know, honey or whatever the hell it is on the new version. But the originals were a little bit better proportioned, and the wings on the jet modes as well were, I'm sure that's the original version. Nice,
so bright. Yeah,
I missed the Skywalker.
Absolutely gorgeous.
That was
Skywalker's the best thing.
Yeah.
Sakura
Rain. I don't really know what to say other than
that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah. IDW thought, Max, we need an official toy of that. Come on, Hasbro, for God's sake, pull your fingers out.
I don't know why they can't retool. Was it Armada Megatron or Galvatron? Maybe they're halfway.
Yeah.
They're probably halfway there with that. Maybe we will in later waves. And that is Social Corner this week.
Right. Shall we do a quiz? Shall we test your Transformers knowledge? And you at home, shall we do this for fun and lols and laughs? Look at how enthusiastic Moff is. That's it. Drink some more alcohol. It'll all be fine. It's all fine.
I think this is going to be great. It's going to go really well.
Yes. And all of the questions will be fantastically researched.
You've seen this show before.
Shut up. Right, okay. Here we go. So, this is our Transformers the Show pub quiz, essentially. 5 questions and a tiebreaker question, which we do anyway, whether we need it or not. Just for a bit of fun. It's all just a bit of fun. Don't take it too seriously, guys. There's no need to write in and complain. All questions and answers were provided by the wonderful TF Wiki. All hail the Wiki. And we shall get started. So, guys, if you could please go into the private chat on the right-hand side of your StreamYard.
Sure.
Make sure, please, that if you have any device showing the live chat, that is turned off for the moment. I mean, there's a 30-second-ish delay anyway, so your chances of cheating are minimal, but just in case, because we've had Farrelly on before. Right, so multiple choice questions.
How much I've trashed that beer. Look at the
look at the state of that.
Look at the end.
Anyway, go on, carry on.
And they let you operate heavy machinery. Actually, they don't, do you? It's nothing to do with your job. Right, Moff's escaped.
Just left in disgust.
Moff's run away in fear.
that scared me.
He just wanted to swap sides. Right, okay, so here we go. So 5 questions. I'll read the question. I'll repeat the question a couple of times and give you the answers a couple of times. You simply have to answer A, B, or C. You don't have to put the actual answer. Write your answer once. And that's it. Nice and easy. Everybody understand? Good. I can't tell. Is David's camera frozen up, or is he just really happy? Oh no, we've lost David. We're going to give David a moment to come back. He just looked so happy, and I thought, hang on, he's not moving. Oh dear. Right, we'll give David a chance to come back. Who won last week's quiz, Pete? Can you remember? Was it you, Moff?
Well, Pete won the original bit, and then I won the tiebreaker, so that meant...
Oh, the tiebreaker, next goal wins, or last goal wins, I should say. Yeah. Which is the daft cheat that I threw in there just to peeve off people. I could tell Pete really enjoyed it.
Not often I win, and then I give it away.
Retail Megatronus. That's quite good for Ed. Retail Megatronus into the format.
Yes.
That'd be great. That would be a really good retail.
When you guys said, obviously, Legacy Galvatron, the Armada one, in my head, I was thinking Megatronus you might be able to retool that a little bit. You just need the treads on the back of the shoulders. So thank you, Ed. I'm glad somebody else thought the same thing. That's two of us.
I think yes, but Fort Max was quite kind of tall and slender, wasn't it? Whereas Megatronus is really chunky in the middle. Yeah. But maybe look. They don't go from scratch on every mold, do they? And they make some of them look cool.
It'll be interesting because we're not rumored to get a comic Fort Max, and it wasn't there was no confirmation whether it was G1 or IDW. So it could be an IDW one.
I'd love the G1 version.
Yeah.
Obviously, but at the same time, he's back. At the same time, I think it's more likely to be the IDW version. I don't know why. I just feel it's easier to translate, maybe. Although I'll say, is it Mod Fans who did the Fortress Max? So I've got the Grand Maximus version, which is lovely. It does show you can do it at that scale.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Hasbro.
And
come on.
That mold's 10 years old now. Imagine with modern stuff how much better it could be. But yeah.
Anyway, thank you for rejoining us, David.
No worries. Should we just assume I got all the questions right?
Yeah. We actually did the quiz, and you still won. They all ended up on minus points. Right, we'll try again then. So we need to be in the private chat, boys. I'll just put something in there just to separate out what I can see on the replies. Right, are we ready? Question number 1. Everybody, if you're playing at home, remember, you don't get anything. Just do it for the fun. Right. Question number 1. Pardon?
I said, what do we get? You said people at home
pride,
don't get anything,
David. You get pride.
Oh, I've already got that.
Have you? Oh, look at you.
If you would take your appearance
look at me. I've got pride in my own self-worth. Right. Question number 1. Not having him on again. Right. Right, stop. Question number 1. Between which years did the Transformers Platinum Edition toy line run for? Was it A, 2012 to 2016, B, 2013 to 2017, or C, 2014 to 2018? So between which years did the Transformers Platinum Edition toy line run for? Was it A, 2012 to 2016, B, 2013 to 2017, C, 2014 to 2018? Definitely not Scoop.
Scoop's going to answer one day.
I'm going to give you 5 seconds, Moff, to put a proper answer.
Oh,
no, you have. It wasn't.
I just wrote my
David,
down
I haven't seen
paper.
your answer. There you go. Right. Yeah. Sorry, Moff. I didn't read who would actually put the answers there. I just assumed you had. Right. No. So we have our answers in from the boys. You have your answers at home. So Pete, you have gone for 2013 to 2017. Moff has gone for 2012 to 2016. David, you've gone for the same answer as Pete, 2013 to 2017. And you were right to do that because the answer is B, 2013 to 2017. 1 point each to David and Pete. 0 for Moff. But there's still time. And at the end of the day, you can still just nick it at the end, as we already know. Right, here we go. Next question. Question number 2. In the Japanese G1 continuity, Black Shadow's function reads... Now, I'll absolutely massacre the pronunciation here, lads, but it doesn't matter. Reads Uchu Gyangu, which translates to what? Is it A, Space Mafia, B, Space Bandit, or C, Space Gangster? So in the Japanese G1 continuity, Black Shadow's function reads Uchu Gyangu, which translates to what? Is it A, Space Mafia, B, Space Bandit, or C, Space Gangster? We wait with bated breath for all of our answers. And we have all of our answers. They're all in. We will have a look here now. So, Moff, you have gone for C, which is Space Gangster. Gangster. David and Pete, you've both gone for B, Space Bandit. Because you're a pair of bandits? I don't know. No, the answer correctly is C. Well done, Moff. It is Space Gangster.
Total guess.
Yeah. apparently it was mistranslated at one point as Space Mafia. But it is Space Gangster. Right. Let's go on to question number three. So question number 3, and you'll all be experts on this one. This one should be easy for you. In the Angry Birds Transformers continuity, which character was Optimus Prime? Hey, look, go on the wiki. They call it a continuity. That's where we are nowadays, Moff. Which character was Optimus Prime? Was it A, Red, B, Chuck, or C, Terrence? So which character in the Angry Birds continuity was Optimus Prime? Was it A, Red, B, Chuck, or C, Terrence?
I think Chuck's a yellow one. That's the one I think.
You've been spending far too much time thinking about this. Right. I've got all your answers in. Hooray. Let's have a look at your answers. Moff, you have gone with Red. David, so have you. Quite a logical choice because, Red, Optimus Prime's Red, makes sense. Yeah. Pete, you also have gone with Red. Unfortunately for all three of you, you are right. It is a Red. Kind of obvious. Told you it wouldn't be hard. Let's go on to question number 4. In Combiner Wars, Optimus Prime, Prowl, Mirage, Ironhide, and Sunstreaker combine to form which Gestalt? I'm going to give you 3 names. One of them is correct. Was it A, Optimus? Oh no, we've lost David again. He's run away. He's gone to the wiki. As we're sat here right now, I'm on to him.
Paul,
hey, he's back. He's back.
Good Lord, what's happening?
The Wi-Fi gods are angry with you. They demand a sacrifice. Right, I'll go through it again. In Combiner Wars, Optimus Prime, Prowl, Mirage, Ironhide, and Sunstreaker combined to form which Gestalt? Was it A, Optimus Maximus, B, Maximus Primus, or C, Gluteus Maximus? So, they combined Optimus Prime, Prowl, Mirage, Ironhide, and Sunstreaker in Combiner Wars combined to form which Gestalt? A, Optimus Maximus, B, Maximus Primus, or C, Gluteus Maximus? You might be able to tell I was quite tired when I came up with the answers to these ones. Right, we've got all 3 answers in. I feel like we need that game show music. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Right, let's see. Moff, you have gone for Maximus Primus, and Pete and David have both gone for Gluteus Maximus. No, they haven't. They've gone for Optimus Maximus, and they were correct too because that is the correct answer. So now let me draw this out. Pete and David, I think you've got 3 points each.
Yeah.
And Moff, you're on 2, I believe. So very close as we enter the final question. Could we have a 3-way tie? Probably not, but let's find out. Number 5, the G1 Arc is part of which class of spaceship? Is it A, Constitution class, B, Vanguard class, or C, Freedom class? So the G1 Arc is part of which class of spaceship? Is it A, Constitution class, B, Vanguard class, or C, Freedom class?
I'm going to go different because I was going to go the same as them, but I'm going to just go something different because...
Well, that's very brave of you. Yeah, exactly. And if you get it right, you get the point. They get nothing. They get nothing.
If I get it right, because it's the one I remember the name of or something.
Well, that is the problem. They have both got it right. It was B, Vanguard class.
Go your own way.
At least you went your own way. You know, you're like Frank Sinatra. In terms of this game, you're fairly dead. But yes, it was Vanguard class. The other 2, Constitution and Freedom class, were classes from Star Trek.
I got to admit, that did tip me off.
Yeah, well, do you know what? After I'd written the question, I thought, I think David likes Star Trek. Anyway.
Yeah.
So it's 4 points to Pete. It's 4 points to... So I was just watching Pete go like that. You haven't got any... Oh, yeah. Over your head. Not hair. Right. 4 points to David. Moff, you only have 2 points. But it's the tiebreaker question where maybe you steal it at the end or not. We'll see. Look at
It's less
Pete. Look at the
tiebreaker, more like an equaliser.
I feel like this tiebreaker question should really just be between David and Pete, but it's more fun if we let Moff possibly steal it. Okay. I'm not saying he'll win. He might go his own way again. Right. Okay. Here we go. So for this one, it's not multiple choice. You have to put down the answer you think is correct. Right. Just for you, Pete. It's a Beast Wars question. The production designer for Beast Wars, Clyde Klotz, won an Emmy, an actual Emmy for outstanding individual achievement in animation in which year? And I'll give you one clue. It was in the 1990s. So the production designer for Beast Wars, Clyde Klotz, won an Emmy for outstanding individual achievement in animation in which year? It was in the 90s. Do you remember the 90s? I feel like he's just, he's gone his own way. He can go your own way. Look at his face.
If he won an Emmy for that. I'm rage quitting.
Whoa.
Anyway, the correct answer, for those who don't know, was, of course, 1997. So well done to my people.
I mean, that's a tiebreaker. David won.
Well, he was a tiebreaker.
Is it true that it's worth 5 points and now Pete's last?
Yeah, sure, whatever. Well, strictly speaking, even if it is worth 5 points, the overall winner is Mr. David Cousens. Congratulations, Mr. David Cousens. But well done to Moff for pulling it back at the end there to overtake Pete with a completely made-up 5-point question. Oh.
And as we're winning, this means they now replace Pete as a regular host of the
show.
show.
That's how it works now. You basically, you
this is the next level.
You own what you kill. Anyway, right. So we should get on, and I shall remember the fact that I'm hosting this week, and that means it's discussion time.
We now return to the Transformers.
I should just say congratulations to everybody in the chat who managed to get any of the questions right. That's always nice. And RJ was in. Hey, RJ. I had no idea which.
Sorry.
All right, go on, David.
I'm just genuinely amazed I just won that. When you said there's going to be a quiz, I thought, like, if I get one question, this is going to be amazing. And I was like, what the?
Look, Pete. Look at the joy on David's face that he's won the competition. Doesn't that just melt your little heart? Your steely, icy heart? Seriously, I will not hear the end of this.
Yeah, we'll discuss this later.
Beast Wars question. Don't worry, you're under
an Armada question. I haven't got a problem. Not an issue.
When it comes to the quiz, you're under embargo. Anyway, right, okay, let's do the discussion. So, our discussion is about Missing Link, specifically about a bit of a debate that's broken out in the fandom, and that might just be between Moff and us. But either way, it's a debate, which is basically, is Missing Link G1? Now, just before anybody offers their answers, we will point out that the designers have pointed out that the toys we are getting in Missing Link are not the original molds. They are new molds, brand new molds, based off the appearance of the original toys. So in that case, is this G1? Or is this no different, really, than any Generations toy or mainline toy that we've had in the many, many years since G1? Yeah. Discuss.
When I brought up, a question I had was, I wonder for RC coming out, so RC is going to be, if you count it as G1, it's the first brand new G1 mold released in, nearly 40 years. The G1 purists, will they put that in their collection? Will they count that in there? But you made a point there that was really interesting, that I never really thought about the aspect that they're all brand new molds. See if you do that for the Retro Prime, like the Retro Prime was a brand new mold for its trailer. Does it, because it's a brand new mold, it suddenly just doesn't become a G, like, class the same bit? I don't know. I just thought it was a really interesting I'd love to have a proper G1 purist to give me their thoughts on would they count that in their collection.
So they went through the stage, and I know we're using missing. The conversation is missing link, but so we've got the latest reissues of Blaster and Soundwave and Perceptor, and they did more kind of tune accurate versions of Seekers. Yeah. You could argue they are probably still more G1 than Missing Link because they're using the same molds, even if they have made them out better plastic and the colors are a bit different. I think they're still G1 in the. I think someone just said it in the chat. Guzzy said it's a G1 aesthetic. It is designed on a G1 toy. It's not the same, but it's designed on it. Mm-hmm. I think if you go, you've got to take it from G1 and then make it a Missing Link. It's not going to be. It can't be. It can't be because they've already said they haven't used the mold. Whereas something like those reissues are G1 because they've got the same molds. But does it matter?
No.
I don't know.
Does it matter? Well, it does. Otherwise, we don't have a discussion. Go on.
Yeah. So it does matter.
Now, I like the idea that with the Missing Link and the various kind of like the G1 RC that's coming out, I'm fortunate to some of the people I know have almost either almost or pretty much have completed G1 as far as they collected everything. And I like the thought that these people have something else to get, because they really have tried to stay true to the aesthetic of what's going on. It looks and it feels like it fits to me. Visually, if you stood them side by side, yes, one's more articulated, but they've not done anything. You've not got any obvious ball joints or anything for any kind of sockets. They've really tried to work within the restrictions available and update stuff. And I quite like I like the thought for people who do collect it that there's something else to collect and something extra to add to it. Because it's not updated in any way really. There's no. I mean, we've all got thousands of iterations of Optimus Prime with various updates and stuff. So we all know what it's like to have multiple versions, but they really feel spiritually they fit.
Yeah.
And you kind of think like G1, you had 84, 85, 86, 87. It's okay, yeah, maybe we've taken a massive 30-year gap, 35-year gap. How old are we now? But it's
into that, David.
Yeah, I think it works as for me. And so if you get some extreme purists, there may be somebody out there who's kind of very diehard, no, it's strictly from those original years. Fair enough. They can mentally call it 1.5 if they like. But I don't know. For me, I like the thought that they're just more G1 and that they're making something which really, because they would have made these things if they had the technology to do so at the time.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. That's basically what they are. The G1 toys that if we could have had, we would have had back in the 80s.
Yes.
Let's take that modern engineering and apply it to the G1 toys. But I get where people are coming from who say it's not, strictly speaking, G1, because it isn't actually the G1 toys, if that makes sense. Because it is a new mold. If you're going to be technical about it.
Oh, yeah.
Some people have made that point. Everything's been G1. All of the generations toys that we had over the many, many years arguably are G1 toys. They're the modern versions of them.
Yeah.
But I think it's the fact that these look so much like the originals. And I know when you get them side by side, you can see the differences, but even the differences then aren't huge. And they have that feel. I only have one Missing Link figure, which is the Sentinel Prime, which is based off the Optimus. I bought that in no small part because of seeing kind of Moff with his Missing Link Optimus Prime, and just he was right. Moff kept saying to me, when you get it in hand, though, he said it's almost something you can't explain. Or you get it in hand, it's Prime, in my case Sentinel, but it's Prime. But it's like Prime if he was really posable and cool and just flipping awesome. And that's kind of what this missing link stuff is. Whether it's really G1, it doesn't really matter. I would say if you love G1, you'll love the missing link toys. If you've already bought an entire G1 collection that you spent a lot of money and time cultivating and curating, you might not want the missing link ones because you might think, I don't need them. This is what I wanted because this is. But I'd still say try one. Like, even if you're just trying out of friends, just have a play with it.
But I think it's different, isn't it? And I think this is where the nuances and individual opinions come into play, because if we are going down that road, missing link isn't G1 because it hasn't got the because G1 doesn't have the articulation and stuff, and it's based on a G1 toy. So I think, to your point, Andy, even if you have, got that G1 collection and you feel like you don't need another Prime or another Sunstreaker, it's not the same, is it? It's not the same as the bot you've got. Because of the engineering difference and stuff. Again, it's quite an interesting topic because there's so many varied opinions in the chat. Whether it is G1, it isn't G1, but I think no one's against missing link, and I think what they're doing with it is obviously been well received. If it's G1, it's on you. Let's be honest. Missing link Optimus Prime looks very similar. Is it the same mold? No, it's not. Does it look similar? Yes. Will it fit a hole in a gap of a collection that it's an Optimus Prime from the early 80s? Yes, it will. Is anyone going to judge you? No, they're not.
No.
Is it interesting though that it's Takara that have done this? And normally Hasbro will take something Takara have done, as we've seen in the past, even with Masterpiece bots, and bring them over, repackage them in Hasbro packaging, sell it as their own thing. And they haven't done that so far with Missing Link. They've sold the toys.
Really interesting. Yeah, I find that really interesting because I was convinced we would get that. I was convinced we'd get that, and then obviously, you showed pictures of the Ultra Magnus, which is a white repaint of their kind of G1 universe, which is see if you saw that and it didn't have Hasbro on it, you would genuinely be like, that's a KO, like it's a cheap KO of the Missing Link. It's the same idea but in a kid version. Hasbro kind of gave up on the idea of doing the proper, because this is collector stuff, this is not for kids, this is for us. Like, this is a line purely aimed at us, and it's a line that's very, very cleverly aimed at us as well, with what they've done, what they're planning to do. You're like, there's no way they're aiming these toys at the kids, like going for G1 RC. That's for us. That's only for us. Is Hasbro not really want to push that? Do they still think they need to have that balance with the kids? I don't know. But yeah,
you're right. It's not a kids line though, is it?
No.
But I mean, the prices in themselves. Is it Sunstreaker and Corden and like £80-something? Over £100 for the Optimus Prime and the Sentinel Primes and the Nemesis that we're getting as well. So they're definitely not kid aimed. But I bet if you've got kids and you gave them to them to have a mess around with, they'd enjoy them and they'd love playing with them.
But Masterpiece isn't Hasbro. Masterpiece, and it's almost like there's almost an unwritten probably agreement, or maybe there is a written agreement. We don't know, but Hasbro plows the mainline furrow, and they roll out wave after wave after wave, and then Takara do the without. I feel like it's dumbing it down, belittling it. The pretty stuff, the collectible end, where it's the Missing Link and the Masterpiece stuff, and the relationships with Adamina and all that stuff. So maybe Hasbro just leave them to it.
You also got to see like the new ones that are so from RC onwards are in the T-Spark range. They're available through Hasbro Pulse. They're available. Like I get stock of them through my UK wholesaler. So the T-Spark is allowing them that rate. The T-Spark stuff all seems to be getting a Western release. So like your Corden, your Spin Out, your Optimus, your Bumblebee, Cliff Jumper, they didn't. But for the RC And then for the animated repaints, the Cliffjumper and Bumblebee, they're all getting Western releases. So I think Hasbro have went, well, actually, we don't want to make money off this. We just don't want to do anything with it. We'll just release yours in the West, which is easy kind of way to do it. But the interesting bit with that is that the Western release dates for RC are like, I'm sure it's November, December, but apparently the imports are coming in September. So there's still a disparity in the distribution. So Takara's still getting theirs out at the bit.
Yeah, and that'll be in the licensing agreement, won't it? It's like if we're designing it, we're having it first.
I think there's an interesting thing though, because there's a comment I saw in the chat. I think it was Sunstreaker Titan talking about Takara and how they push the boundaries of toy technology, and we often send a lot of praise Takara's way, and then a lot of criticism at Hasbro when we have mainline releases that don't quite meet people's expectations. There's a lot of Hasbro again letting us down. Yeah, every time you watch a live stream, Evan and Mark will point out, especially Mark, will point out this mainline toy we're getting is designed by a Takara designer. Yeah. So how come it's Hasbro that then get like the criticism in that situation and Takara don't? Because I think we forget sometimes all of these toys, or at least most of them, are done in partnership. It's not just Hasbro designing the crap ones and Takara designing the really good ones. But like Takara seem to get a bit of a pass sometimes.
Yeah.
And again, maybe that people say you're a Hasbro loyalist and all that, which I'm not, because I do criticize Hasbro a lot of the time when they deserve it. But I do think it's strange that we all have this idea, I think because of the past where Takara's versions of toys tended to be better, whether it's just better paintwork or a bit better engineering, that we kind of give Takara a bit of a free pass with some of the stuff. Sorry, it's not quite the missing link discussion, but I just think it's interesting that they get away with it.
I've got a question, because I think I'm the only person here who's not been lucky enough to actually play with the missing link figure. What are the transformations like? Are they still relatively similar, or are they significantly more complex now? Yeah. They're still similar.
Yeah.
Because there's something you said, Andy, about kids playing with them. There's something with like the G1 kind of appeal. Like you look at toys now, we've already talked about these insane transformations earlier. They're kind of made more for us. Like they will add steps in, I think sometimes that aren't necessary, so we kind of feel like we're not idiots transforming something. We're kind of like, okay, yeah, it's got like 30 steps. We feel like we've done something. My 5-year-old has both. I gave an old Junker G1 Optimus Prime that I had. And she's also got Earthrise Arcee. And because she the one thing Transformers rates is she'll watches the movie. And she likes Arcee more technically is because it's a girl character. But she plays with the G1 Optimus most days. And Arcee won't get transformed. She will try to transform the G1 Prime. And if that's the case, price notwithstanding, maybe the missing link stuff still fits more the kind of true core G1 thing of like it's something kids can play with. It's like something that we like it as adults because we can pose it. But if the transformations are fairly similar, then maybe that is more kind of not child in a kind of demeaning way, but kind of more aimed at younger people as well. And so there's something core to the G1 thing there, because like a lot of the older stuff, or the newer stuff, I suppose, that is aimed at an older audience is more complex. Like you never get like a kid to play with Masterpiece or something. That is aimed at us. That's aimed at the adults. Whereas maybe there's something G1 aesthetic and G1 I can't think what the words I'm looking for. But that kind of the experience, if you like. Maybe the missing link kind of does still harken back to that kind of, that makes it feel more G1, and that the transformations do make a bit more sense. They're not needlessly complex for the sake of it.
Imagine if they didn't cost £85 or £80 for a Sunstreaker, and it was £25, the same as any other deluxe on the shelf.
Yeah,
you'd happily let your kids play with them.
Yeah,
and probably buy them for your kids. But because these come out at this higher end, well, all right, not you, Pete. My kids aren't touching mine. You kind of would though, if it was. I think the fact it's a higher end price bracket and we treat it as that kind of a higher end item.
Yeah.
It makes us think. I mean, I'm not giving my missing link Sentinel Prime to my kids to play
Yeah,
with.
yeah.
Same.
But if it only cost me £30 or £40 instead of what it cost me, then I might actually think, well, yeah, you have this, you play with this.
Yeah.
I agree. And I think the packaging, the styrofoam, all the aspects of it are aimed at that higher end collector. Like, you look at all the different bits that come with the Sunstreaker, come with Optimus Prime, give you that feeling of it's like opening the toy you had as a kid. Like, that's what it's trying to replicate. You could release this in a cheaper version with just the toy and sell it to kids. You could just release it on a normal into one of these boxes. You'd cut the price down. You would be able to sell them.
Is that not what the mainline Optimus Prime is, though?
And that's a really good point, because Guy for 100 of Steve's just put that, just before we moved on to this, that the part of the charm of the legacy Prime is like, it's almost like a halfway house between a modern day Chug and a missing link.
That's
yeah.
Is that the kids version? Is that is that the range? But
so will we get more of them? That'll be the next question, won't
it? Missing link isn't, regardless of what it could potentially be or what it should be. That's not who it's. That's not who it's directed at, is it? It's directed at us and other people.
The interesting bit is, like, with the car as well, different to Hasbro. If you've listened to, I think it was Evan did the talk with the Triple Takeover, and he talked about the aspect that designers with Takara, some of them have joined the G1 and have never left. They stuck with Transformer brand throughout, whereas he talks about his journey of going from one brand to another to change, to a kind of more Western culture in terms of jobs. Whereas in Takara, they've got people, when, for example, like the Omega Prime that came out, it was the original designer that designed that. Like, that has that continuity. So the people who are doing Missing Link are people who have probably seen all the way through from the beginning and have seen engineering bits going, man, if we had a chance to do this over again, let's go back and do it. And I think that's that is the difference. That is where Takara do something that Hasbro can't do. They've got so many years of engineering Transformers that they get it a little bit more than some of the guys in Hasbro. But I think that's also why it's good for them to work together. Like, they can kind of get their ideas together.
I think let's move it on a little bit then. I don't think we've really come to a definitive answer. I suppose for some people it is G1 because it's the G1 toys, how they imagine them when they were a kid. And for some people it's not. It's just the same as generation stuff. It just happens to look like the G1 toys. Whatever it is to you, it is very good. So if you got to choose, if Takara came to you and said, right, David, what figure from G1 should we give the missing link treatment to next? We know Ultra Magnus is coming. What would you ask them to do after that? What would be the first bot or bots, because it might be more than one, that would come to mind for you?
I would say, if I can be credited for this so the fandom would love me, then...
Okay. Everybody note.
Yeah, I would say Soundwave. I think that one, like, we all love that toy. It's a great looking figure. And I think realistically it's probably, I don't know about toy design, so I'm guessing. I would imagine that's not that hard to make more articulated without compromising any of the design. And I think people would love that. And so I want credit for that. And when they make it, everybody thank me.
Yeah, everybody take note. It's all David.
I invented it. That's me. You are welcome.
He's literally the first person to even mention Soundwave with Missing Link. So it's all
thanks to me.
What about an unrealistic one? So I actually think Soundwave's quite a realistic choice. I think you've got more of a chance with that than maybe others. So maybe that's what we should do. Let's do a realistic choice, and let's do like a bit of a more out there choice. So what would be a more out there choice for you, David? Like something maybe later in G1, or
let's go Predaking.
Nice.
Yeah, let's have a really articulated Predaking.
Oh, articulated combiners. Oh,
yeah. They don't just flop over. That'd be wonderful.
Yeah. They just stand there or fall. So they've got other things they can do.
Yeah, that'd be great. What about you, Pete? If you could, let's go again. Something realistic. and something maybe a bit further out there.
Grimlock, obviously.
I'm shocked.
Would be, and it would be, and it. I wonder if something's happened with Bingo Toys, whether maybe they've had a bit of a cease and desist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gone really quiet, hasn't it?
Yeah,
that was due for release months ago.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I paid my 75p deposit, and I haven't had that.
It has.
Never see that 75p again, Pete. It's gone. It's gone.
Grimlock was rumoured at the same time as Ultra Magnus. Like, it was proper rumoured at the same time as Ultra Magnus. So, you know, I think Grimlock's a great shout.
I think you'll see it. I think you'll see it kick off like Prime. I think people are excited about Ultra Magnus, but I think if they do a Grimlock, I think because they're going to.
When's the last time that you went Grimlock? When's the last time that you went Grimlock? Like, it's that.
I think because the thing is, they don't need the mold, do they? This is the whole point. The argument has always been you can't have the reissue of that figure because they haven't got the molds anymore. They were destroyed, lost, whatever. You don't need them because they're making new molds for these. So
guess what? Bingo Toys managed it.
Yeah, exactly. Go have a word with Bingo Toys. They got it somehow. Anyway, what about an unrealistic one? Well, I say unrealistic, but more out there.
Any of the 87 Headmaster line.
Oh,
that
with articulation,
blocky, one step transformation. How cool would it be? Like a Scorponok or a Chrome Dome.
Oh, yes.
Where you just had that articulation, still maintained that 87 blockiness, but with some elbow bends, or
ankle tilts.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, that would be
good choices.
That would be top tier.
Moff, I'll go last. Moff, what would you go for? I mean, Soundwave has been mentioned, and I'm pretty sure you're somebody who'd love Soundwave. But anything else?
But that's the interesting bit, because Pete picked a cracking one, because Grimlock would sell gangbusters because people want a proper nice G1 Grimlock, so you can get that kind of bit. Alt modes in them look so good, so a proper nice G1 Grimlock would be great. Sunstreaker proved that they can do that. Go and do what they've released so far has been very, very clever in terms of Optimus is the correct first choice to kick the line off. Then you prove you can do mini bots. Then you go Sunstreaker, a toy that we've not had a reissue of because the mold's not there, so we can show we can do that. Then they go RC and go, we can do stuff we never ever did before. It opened up the possibilities. So I think I'd go a Metroplex. Like, I'd love a Metroplex.
Nice.
I mean, like, if you're going to go to the next level and go, what else can we do? Like a G1 Metroplex. I do think Soundwave and Grimlock are probably very, very, very likely. Like, I would be shocked if we don't get them, because I've heard Evan talk about their desire to do something with the Dinobots. So I would be absolutely shocked if we don't get either of them. What did it do after that? I don't know, but I'd love a Metroplex. The Pipe Dream one is like G1 Unicron, which in January last year, if anybody ever said to you they're going to release, there's a chance they'll do a G1 Unicron, you'd have been laughing at them. But by the end of last year, because they showed that RC off, like, that's a possibility, and that's for a franchise. And I said this last year, I'll say it, the cows come home, but for a franchise that's 41 years old, to have that thrown in of a mix of going, by the way, everything you thought was possible, actually we're out the window. So I think that's the, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it next year for the movie. We've got RC coming, we've then got Ultra Magnus coming for the movie. I think we'll get some movie stuff. Like, I think that's where Missing Link will go next year. It'll be a couple of movie bots. So do we get a Unicron thrown in there? Yeah. But now that Pete's talked about Headmasters, I'm also thinking going Fort Max. Like, that Small Toy World one.
Yeah.
Just do it on a big scale. Like, Fort Max would be amazing. But yeah.
It'd be fantastic.
And that's the exciting bit. It's like, I'd love to see them tackle something later, G1. Like, I'd love to see them tackle the Headmasters. I think that'd be so interesting to see what they're going to do with that. So can't wait to see what else they come up with.
Apu makes a good point there about maybe because it's Takara, we'd have more chance of getting a Megatron. Well, maybe.
Yeah, well, the reissue, the masterpiece reissues on its way, so they're not scared to do a G1, to do a Megatron as a gun. So, there's a line in the Generations comic that they talk about the fact Generations book, where they talk about the fact that they are in the interview. There's surprises coming, so it's like, don't just expect what seems obvious. There's surprises coming, so that's and they need a Decepticon. We've not had a Decepticon yet. We need a Decepticon.
Well, G1 Kranix is coming.
That's the dream. This is the thing, though. You just made a very good point, Moff, that because in Japan, bad guys don't sell. So that's, people have been saying, well, we need some more. If we're going to do Missing Link, where's the Decepticons? And we haven't really had them because they don't tend to sell as well over in Japan, and it is Takara doing it. So my choice is, I was going to go with the Seekers, the Seeker mold done with Missing Link. But actually, then I started thinking about it, and maybe Shockwave, the original Shockwave toy, but done as a Missing Link, just because, like, such a hard figure to pick up, a G1 Shockwave in any decent condition. But one that was like Missing Link would be amazing with that real articulation and still the size and that kind of heft that toy had. That would be great. I think as a random one, I think, Pete, your shout about Headmasters would be fantastic. The 87 line. But I'm going to go slightly further afield for something really unrealistic, which we won't get, but we've talked about so many times. And I would go Pretenders. Some form of Missing Link Pretenders with articulated shells. And even if the robot's inside,
that would be great.
I don't care. I'd still buy him. I'd buy him in a heartbeat because we're just... It's weird. It's still weird. We talk about it all the time that, like, when these came out, those of us who are old enough and remember them, generally speaking, left these on the shelf. And, like, only as you become an adult collector, you start to look back with, like, rose-tinted, like, oh, we love them now. Absolutely love them.
Yeah.
But
the
that's
Super
my
7,
unrealistic option, though.
The Super 7 bludgeon, like that, how that nice that looks like it's trying to do the Pretender shell. Imagine you had the full range of Pretenders in that style. Oh.
Well, if you could open it up like a Pretender shell, you just need a small articulated robot inside. Surely that's not that hard. I mean, that would be like a Legends size.
Yeah, and you could still have the articulation on the shell. You had Snarler there. All you need to do is have the bot finish like on. You listening, Evan? I'm telling you.
Yeah, engineer.
All you need to do is have the robot finish above the hinge. And then you can incorporate both.
Surely the shell could just be the body, like the actual body, and the kind of backpack comes off, and actually the robot folds into the inside it. So you've got articulated legs and arms. So, like, you're right. Come on, Evan, get it sorted.
Yeah, Evan, we've told you.
And
we're in charge.
Get them all.
I think those are all great ideas. Pete, was there anything in the chat, anything that we haven't mentioned that has been shouted out?
A lot of love for a lot of Decepticons.
Ooh, hell yes.
I mean,
Decepticons, wear it with pride.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how Missing Link Cyclonus would work. I'm not going to lie. It's a pretty gash version of a toy.
Hey, don't you knock that G1 version of Cyclonus.
Look at the articulation. He's still got no hands whatsoever, but he's got a massive amount of articulation.
He has hands. They're just gigantic hands. Big mitts.
Man hands. Galvatron. Galvatron is a very, very popular one.
Yeah, I could see that one. I could see Hasbro getting away with, because it's not a gun anymore. Just have him turn into the cannon and obviously still do the other mode, but they'll call it a submarine, so we're all fine. Everybody's fine. Nobody's getting sued.
But to Moff's point from earlier, or Andy, sorry, if they're making new molds, then why can't they do the full 84 line?
Yes. Yeah.
Why it'd be quite an ask probably because of the engineering.
Yeah.
But it'd just be good to know. It's like, why Sunstreaker? Out of all, why not Jazz?
Is it because they do need? Do they need the G1 designs at least to go off to then create these new ones. I don't know. It'd be interesting to have a word with Evan or Mark, and I say have a word, I mean ask them through social media because I don't have a hotline. But it would be if anyone does. David, you must know them. Drop them a line for us.
I just tell them. Yeah, hang on. I just write down. I've already invented Soundwave. It's fine.
Exactly. Yeah. Get them told. Ed Perry's made the point there in the chat. Can you see? There we go. Oh no. I think we clicked on it at the same time. There we go. Because Sunstreaker was the first Diaclone toy released, which actually I think, I'd heard that. So interesting.
I mean, the Sunstreaker coming with a Diaclone spike, like, just so much of the line is just so clever, you know that. And then the repaints, you know, the cordon wasn't just a repaint because it had slightly changed molding as well to mold a bit from a sticker. Like, it's a line that you can tell the designers care about, and it comes out in every single release so far. The RC, just the fact we're getting that prototype RC, you're getting in movie colours and prototype colours, it's just mind blowing. And then, you know, we know certain people are going to be over the moon with a powered convoy. Like,
yes, one person in particular. Right, before we finish up for the evening, because we've done quite a shift this evening. And thank you to everybody in the live chat who's still here and still holding on with us. It's very good to see how the live chat has been very lively this evening. David, what are you up to at the moment? What have you got in the pipeline? What should we be looking out for from your good self?
I'd say the main thing right now, I'm currently drawing Thundercats Chitara. World Breaker one-off. So, like, pre-order that now, order it. It should be out sometime, I think it's September-ish. But I'm literally drawing it right now. It's been very, very good fun. There's some... I'm not going to spoil anything, but I will say that part of the script was the writer was lovely enough to tailor it for me, because it's without a massive spoiler. Originally, there was going to be Chitara saves a load of people from like a burning building or something. And because it was me, it's now a massive like kaiju scene that she's fighting off big monsters because it's me doing it. And it's so much fun. It really is. And so that would be awesome, because that's like my first mainstream interior work on a comic. But basically, anything I do with which, if you see any kind of covers or anything from any kind of comic with my variant, buying it really does help, I found out. Because my stuff, despite the fact I'm not a massive name in comics yet, it's they keep getting me back to do more stuff because my stuff's selling, which is awesome. Fantastic. And also in the meantime, if you go to my coffee and just buy every single print I have, that'd be wonderful.
Yes. That'd
be wonderful. That'd be so good. Because that kind of stuff keeps me going in between comic wages, which is lovely.
And are you attending TFN Reading?
I will be. I've still not had it confirmed whether I've applied for a stall. So if I don't, I'll be very pouty as a guest. I'll walk around like, no, this stall's terrible. I shouldn't be here. And I'm going to write complaints about everybody. No, but either way, Reading's close enough that I will definitely be at TFN Reading, whether or not it's as a vendor. I don't know. Fingers crossed.
If you don't get it, just turn up with your notepad, sitting in one of the seats, and just. Do you want a picture?
yeah. I'm just
20 quid, right there.
I just have like a whole load of prints just behind me, just like, yeah. What a guest! I've just got a lot of stuff I'm carrying with me.
I'm not officially selling.
Don't worry. If I don't get it, I'm going to a car, but it's stall outside
right outside the door.
Moff and I would just set up something immediately outside Reading University. In the car.
Fantastic. We'll all look forward to seeing that and attending. Right, I think we've reached the natural end of the show then, guys. So thank you very, very much, David and Moff, for joining us this evening. And filling a Paul-shaped hole. That's what you've done. Pete, as always, thank you for all your help tonight and all your good work on the live chat. Thank you to everybody in the live chat who's been just really great. It's been lovely to see you all having your own discussions. This time, mostly about what we've been talking about. Nobody's gone off for the tangent about favourite biscuits or anything like that, which is fine. It's fine. It takes on its own life. Anyway,
use it how you.
Before we go, Pete, I don't think we have anything we need to mention regarding next week, do we? I think just that we expect Farrelly back.
As he's not here, maybe if we ask people to like, share, and subscribe.
Maybe you do.
I won't be on episode 289.
Yeah, and anyway, thank you for.
Come on. Do you want me to quickly cover?
Yeah, thank you for joining us for the Pete's last episode. It was lovely to have you all.
It's a good run, mate.
Right.
Good run.
Enjoy the weekend, guys. For those of you who've got kids going back to school, celebrate it. You can get them out from under your feet. And for those of us who work in schools, oh God. Anyway, we all look forward to it. And we will see you on the next one. Say bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
It's time for Transformers, the show! From Michael Bay to Marvel, you get every rock on in between. Breaking news and toy reviews, every robot turns wet green. Grab a brew and join the crew, become part of our scene. Bring your mom, let's drink her own, make sure you're at least 18. Welcome to the show, the party and let's roll. Friday nights, let's go, Transformers, the show. Friday nights, let's go! Transformers, the show! Transformers, the show!
Beak.